Good evening, guys. January 17th, God calling, God's rush to give. Oh, dang, God's getting high off giving, and God eventide great souls. Let's get right into it, guys. So, God's rush to give. Let's find out what's going on here. Silence. Be silent before me. Seek to know and then to do my will in all things. God gave you two ears and one mouth for a reason. Abide in my love, an atmosphere of loving understanding to all men. This is your part to carry out. And then I surround you with a protective screen that keeps all evil from you. It is fashioned by your own attitude of mind, words, and deeds towards others. Guys, God has given us the power to do everything that we desire and more, and all of his desires and more. We just got to understand that, and we got to focus on that. I want to give you all things, good measure, pressed down and running over. Be quick to learn. You know little yet of the divine impotence that longs to rush to give. Does one worrying throughout enter your mind? One impatient thought? Fight it at once. God gives you a million opportunities every day to go down a path, to follow in the right footsteps, to do the right things. But we so often ignore these things. Every single day, there's a million opportunities, a million options, a million different ways we could go. And most of the time, we choose the lazy one. We don't think. We get impatient. So fight that, guys. Love and trust are the solvents for the worry and cares and frets of life. Apply them at once. You are channels, and through the channel may not be altogether blocked. Fret and impatience and worry corrode, and in time would become beyond your help. Guys, if your pipe becomes clogged, if you need some Drano, some Jesus Drano, Jesus is the living water. He can't flow through a rusty old pipe. He can't flow through something that's broken. So we need to fix ourselves through love and trust. Preserve, oh preserve, never lose heart. All is well. Flip the page. That's it. Preserve, oh preserve, never lose heart. All is well. So I know it's so much easier said than done. Every paragraph in God Calling Today, God's Rush to Give, every paragraph focuses on a human weakness that we have, whether it's lack of paying attention, whether it's like the attitude that we carry, and having a very weak mind about things. Every single paragraph talks about a problem that we carry and why we lose success, and why we aren't able to fully flesh out God's gifts that he gives us. You know, that's what it said, God's rush to give. God gives us so many gifts. He's in such a rush to have these things happen in our life. But also at the same time, you need to be able to be quiet and to understand, to hear that those opportunities coming up. So all of it is going to happen in due time. But just know that God is never going to stop working for you. And I know it's easier said than done. I know it's easier said to just say, get your mind right. Don't be doing this. Don't be slacking off. But guys, if you really are just able to grow your relationship with the Lord, you're going to realize that you are not living up to your full potential, and you're going to feel sad that you're not, living up to what God made you to do and being the person he made you to be. So we all want to be the person God made us to be. So just focus on that. Focus on being the best you can be. God eventide great souls. I am here. Realize my presence. My love surrounds you. Be filled with my joy. You are being truly guided through, not until you are content to be led as little children do you really live fully in the kingdom of heaven. Life with me is of childlike simplicity. Simple souls are the great souls, for in simplicity there is majesty. So yeah, as humans, we love to complicate things so much, but God is saying, follow him and he will lead you as a child does. Follow him as a child does, just with blank, like like in the human world, you see that as dangerous. You could get kidnapped. You could see a candy store and run into it and then get lost. You can get swapped with someone else's kid, and then I'm bringing little Timmy home when I was supposed to bring little Jimmy home. There's so many fears, but when it comes to God, you should have no fears. You should just be able to blindly follow him, because he is always there for you. He says, I'm always here. Realize my presence. My love surrounds you. Be filled with my joy. So in a day and age where mental illnesses are just so heavily prevalent, it's because we live in such a place where we are all relying on our own power, and it gets to be too much and too overwhelming. So just put some of that on God and realize that God is here for you, and it'll help douse those fears. It'll help quiet those little things. And like that first word, God puts silence. Silence is the key. We're just too wrapped up all the time. There are too many things going on, too much stimulus in the world, that God gets lost and he gets muffled. So really, guys, just take off the headphones, take out the earbuds, and just really just sit with God and try to hear him, because he's talking to you. He's there. So I love you guys. That is December. I almost said November and then December, but I meant to say January 17th. And with that, I will say, wait, is that January 17th or 18th? What am I doing? January 17th. And with that, I will say amen.